All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasu Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarasu Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. If you're feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join. The link right down in the video description is in the chat. All you had to do, not only General Sarah Seti, but General Seti YouTube page also. Link right down in the video description is in the chat. All you have to do is just click it. You get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Official General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Shop and save, save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, Seti University. Over 2,500 videos, all the subjects that you know and love from the general. You already know that's 5. Every one of them locked and loaded. That's right. Full metal jackets, a clip full, nothing but fire. I want you to get on over there. Plus, we got the Grandmaster teachers. You already know that there's no other website, nowhere on the planet that can compare or compete. I want you to get on over there and become a member today. Everybody knows Seti popping on Patreon. BPC making noise. We never come. Exclusive live stream. Too hot to handle on YouTube, but just so goddamn exquisite. I keep it for my family on Patreon. Like I said, over 500 exclusive. We got some fire dropping tomorrow, but whatever tier you sign up on that very moment, treasure chest of videos that's packed on there is waiting on you live from the most update videos from the general. You want that, family. To all those that donated to the general, I thank you. I appreciate you for the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family would like to donate, the link right there in the chat is in the video description. It's on the screen right there. Click it, donate. I thank you and I appreciate you. And make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Okay. Old Mav Hoffa didn't crawl from up under his rock. He been hiding out since Fat Joe's debacle. You know, getting up there and want to be he want to be the good fellas. He want to act like he Italian. Want to say nigga. Want to act like he Italian and a goddamn Latino. Now he in an identity crisis. Don't know what the fuck he want to be. And then tomorrow, motherfucker be doing karate. You see what I'm saying? He got a motherfucking identity crisis. But Mav Hoffa finally rolled from up under his rock, you know, to address the controversy. Did not address it. Weak. Yeah, man, the man is weak, man. You know, what I'm hearing from a lot of these cats, because they want to act like you know, what go on in New York is unique to New York, that, you know, they live on together and shit, you know, like, you know, they in like Michael Jackson and shit, black and white, you know, they all brothers, and, you know, and anybody and everybody can say nigga, and that's just a loving thing. Man, we don't give a fuck about none of that. Don't give a fuck about nothing. Don't excuse the historical origins of the word. Okay, and so just because y'all some goofy niggas that'll allow somebody outside of your own race, you know, to use a historical term that was used to enslave our people. Now you just, it's just for anybody now. Okay, just for anybody. Okay, so, but, let's use spick. Is you a spick? I mean, you use that, and you can become a spick with they ass and shit. I don't know if that's something you might want to do, but this excuse that we don't know how things go, we know exactly how it go. You see, we know your kind. We not unaware of your kind. Okay, and so we gonna listen to some of the things that he say. And I didn't know Math Hoffa had got his jaw rocked, Damn, Math. Man, you let a Cro-Magnon rock your jaw. Now I know why you scary. You scary. They didn't rock your jaw, and now you done lost all your heart. You didn't lost all, if you even had any. You went out, I don't know where you was at. I don't know if you was on the West Coast or wherever you was at, and you ran your mouth. This your good, I don't know if that's your good white brother that rocked your jaw. Was he a nigga too? Damn, Math. Yeah, damn, this shit ain't adding up, Math. It ain't adding up. But let me see who the family out there. I know it's late. It's Saturday. We got this there. They done rocked his motherfucking jaw. Now he ain't got no heart. Okay, so here we go, family. We're gonna take, and we're not gonna play the whole video, but we most definitely gonna critique his analysis of what happened, the debacle, Sloppy Joe, Sloppy Ho, you see, and we gonna break it down. We gonna analyze it, and I can already tell you that it's bullshit. But let me get in here and get this up here so we can break this down. Wait a minute, let me get it.
And discontent.
We ain't gonna even, I'm gonna jump right on off into.
I've noticed that when people of other races come close to this culture or make waves in this culture, that they're looked at as culture vultures.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. He say soon as somehow peoples of other races come in and become successful, they look. But how is that? If they looked at as culture vultures, how is that when the fan base is the Black American? Okay, now a lot of people want to use FBA. I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got no problem with that. But they act as if we didn't support them. That's a fucking lie. See, you on that slick shit. I'm going to just say that. You on that slick shit. Now, let me be clear about what this is about. Because, see, this is all deflection. This is all deflection. Because, listen here, until y'all start talking shit, really wasn't nobody, nobody had nothing too much to say. I mean, Black Americans been supporting artists that they assume identified with Black. And so they didn't have no problem with supporting. Okay, a lot of times they may not even know where you're from. Okay, they may not even know where you're from. And so they wouldn't just, call you a culture vulture. But now when you got Busta Rhymes, which they do not bring up, they saying that somehow that Black Americans are divisive against them. But we gave you the bag, motherfucker. Huh? Who gave you the bag? Who supported you? Okay, you act like you didn't get support from Black Americans. So when you say this shit, you know, a lot of people is upset because they supported a lot of these artists, like a Busta Rhymes, and he turns around and says the shit that he said. Very disrespectful this man is. I didn't see no major, you know, town hall meetings and, you know, and discussions and shit. I didn't hear about that in you know, the barber shop, you know, YouTube podcasts and all of this shit. I didn't hear one goddamn word. How divisive is that? That somebody like Busta Rhymes, who have been supported by Black American damn near his whole career. And then all of a sudden, we hear this goddamn video where he's saying that America has no culture, which is a fucking lie, because we speaking for ourselves, you know, but you end up over here. Why, if America didn't have no culture, why you here? Why motherfuckers is here? Why y'all not broadcasting from the island of your origin? Why you here? You feel me? No, it don't make sense. So you double talking. And so we have to understand, for me, when I heard Busta Rhymes say that, see, because I didn't heard for myself. I didn't heard Jamaicans, a particular Jamaican that I was a friend with, and I used to listen to him. And Jamaican, are very, outspoken. They outspoken. And so when he, out of nowhere, he started talking about America and how American men and I'm thinking to myself, but this shit was like 15 years ago. So when I started hearing a lot of this shit on the video, it was like a deja vu to me. I'm saying to myself, like, damn, it's actually like I'm hearing this motherfucker from 15 years ago in another person, but it's the same energy. It's the same energy. And Black American, I say, well, goddamn, ain't nobody. See, the thing is, most Black Americans ain't even thinking about your ass. I'm just gonna be 100. You see, we ain't even thinking about no motherfucker. And I'm just gonna be 100. You can take it how you want to. There's no disrespect, and it is what it is. Most Black Americans wouldn't even waste the motherfucking time even saying no shit like that for real, because they're not even concerned about you on that level or no other level. But it seemed like we stay on your motherfucking mind because y'all got the videos. You know what I'm saying? We go up here, got the videos. And motherfuckers act like somehow they walking on the cloud and and if we open up this motherfucker and put this mirror up and everybody get in the motherfucking mirror. See, that's what people don't want to do. They don't want to get in the mirror and they don't want to deal with, they own shortcomings. That's really what it boiled down to. And so for me, it started when I heard Busta Rhymes, who been supported by Black America. Yes, he has. They didn't bought his albums. They didn't filled up his concerts. They didn't done that. And then he turned around like a snake and say that America has no culture. And he didn't even distinguish, because, I don't want to hear us. No, you don't say no us. If you ask a Jamaican what they is, they gonna say they Jamaican. There ain't no us. So you're very outspoken about, your culture of being a Jamaican. You're outspoken. I'm Jamaican, or whatever island you come from, you that. Okay. But on this particular, he said us. And when he said us, he was talking about America's culture. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna let this. I'm gonna let this Buster speak for itself. I'm gonna let this Buster speak for itself. And motherfuckers won't talk about we divisive and we be all and motherfucker you let the motherfucker open up your on your interview talking about he breaking motherfuckers arms and you in there laughing and shit and this that and the third, and then you want to come on this motherfucking you know when you address the controversy, then you want to come on and we are the world. You want to sing we are the world and shit. No, nigga, you ain't gonna let you get away with this. Here we go. Here we go.
It's all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. We still don't know what that culture is for the U.S., but it's a mix-up of all of our cultures in the urban community. You know, the Latino and the West Indian has the greatest influence, and we've always had, and we'll always.
Okay, so you hear that shit? This motherfucker talking about America. Now, whenever did I'm gonna go back to that. Whenever did Black Americans say that they originated Jamaican culture, we originated reggae, that we had the greatest influence on reggae or whatever fucking culture that exists down in the Caribbean? When have we ever said that? Okay, we've never said that. So what I'm saying is it's a deflection, and it's actually, you know, you've been talking slick and then you want to flip the shit on us and make it seem like we're the ones that's being divisive. In reality, you're the one being divisive. I heard Fat Joe say they don't want to listen to nobody that is Jamaican or this, that, and the third. And we've been supporting them every fucking since they was in the game. What the fuck is you talking about? Don't want to listen. A lot of them supported your fat ass. Supported your fat ass. You feel me? And many more. You know, there's, you know, from out the islands and shit supported. So what the fuck is you talking about? So now that you think you bigger than you actually think you bigger than us, but that's not the reality. Motherfuckers done sat you down. Motherfuckers done sat you down, and the reality is that y'all not as creative as us. Y'all just ain't gonna do it. Okay, the reality is that we snatched them motherfucking samples that you motherfuckers been stealing since goddamn hip hop started. Then you know you wouldn't have shit. Go back to and get you some pots and shit and beat on them motherfucking pots and see how many motherfucking records you sell. You see, go on ahead and try it if you want, you know. And so you've been stealing our shit, you know, and making hits and making money, talking about we ain't supporting you, and you every fucking sample is ours. I mean, from Black America. That's what the fuck it is. Let's deal with that. So what the fuck you see, the thing is they want it for free. And when motherfuckers start putting somebody on the gate and you can't just walk in the house no more and you got to pay like everybody else, you got some slick shit to say. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back in. Let me get the comments. I ain't even in the comments, you know. Yeah. So let's get back in so we can get this started. Then we're gonna get back on Mav Hoffa. Yeah, let's get back. We're gonna get back on Mav Hoffa and his weak analysis of this controversy.
Our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. We still don't know what that culture is for the U.S., but it's a mix-up of all of our cultures in the urban community. You know, the Latino and the West Indian has the greatest influence, and we've always had.
Oh man, that right there, that's hella shade. That's hella shade right there. I mean, that's just flagrant disrespect. You know, that's just flagrant motherfucking disrespect. If you're on here right now, once you hit that subscribe button, don't you get off and hit it right now, goddammit. And hit that like button too. Don't you dare. Do not do it. Do it right now, goddammit, while you're here. You see, because we about to turn up. Now, let's get back to old Mav Hoffa and his weak analysis of this
And that never
controversy.
really made sense to me because the people that are usually targeted are either people who had a strong admiration for this culture and wanted to be a part of it, or, you know, people who just grew up kind of observing. You dig what I'm saying? People who have a love for it naturally. And I would never want to discourage that. That's not the goal for me. It's not to discourage that. But calling somebody a culture vulture, and from what I'm hearing, the reason why is they didn't create it, right? Well, if I look at something like sports, right? Basketball, blacks did not create the NBA. Would you call Michael Jordan a vulture? Would you call LeBron a vulture? Would you call Kobe a vulture? No, you wouldn't, right? But sports and culture, that's I guess some people say there's a total difference. Well, tell that to an Eagles fan or a Cowboys fan.
I
Not
can't listen
understanding that.
this part.
Not a Jews out there like, come on, bro. Some of the Jewish kids. I don't know about this standing up when you're attacking the people who look just like you, bro. If we both walking down the block
Why
and
you
the
didn't
police
say that
pull
to
up,
Busta Rhymes?
you ain't this and I ain't that. We the same ass thing, my nigga. We the same ass thing. So I don't know. This is a new identity that y'all trying to present to the world. Like I've done the Hebrew Black Israelite. I've been like
Wait till you get to talking. Wait till you
18
get
years
to
old,
talking about
preaching in
these
my crib,
Neanderthals.
holding meetings in my crib. Like I've been through that road before. The
Yeah.
exclusion, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Yes, we could have our own, but the exclusion, don't work. You can't tell people who to love. You can't tell people who to build bonds with.
Watching. Yeah.
African, black, Jamaican, black American, black Latino, black British, black Canadian. We all black immigrant. Hello, Will
Yeah, but you're
Jones.
in
I agree with
America,
you.
man.
I agree with you. You know the difference between color and culture. Yes, we all do. Now, if I was to sit down and write a list of my problems with the world, and you was to write a list about your, at one point in my life, I identified as a Hebrew Israelite. Hebrew Israelite. And I walked that path, like dedicated, right? And I realized one day when we were, just looking at things a certain way, looking at other races a certain way, I realized like, okay, according to the Torah, you are what your father is, right? Okay, so let's think about this. You are what your father is. So let's say
No, I want to get to that part. I don't want to hear all
this
this. This is
country,
all.
the natives, that, but guarantee you other races do. Okay, so let's stop trying to blur the lines. Citizens by birth or immigrant of slavery trade.
I want to hear where you get to talking about that
Realistically,
chromatic.
if you go to my Twitter feed and read that shit. Read that.
Yeah, you gonna read it. You didn't
If
disrespect
this
it, fool.
art form stems from beats and drums, I'm going Last Poets. Shout out to my man Albie. I'm going Last Poets. And you look up Last Poets.
Yeah, I want to get to that part where you was talking about that Cro-Magnon.
Let me explain my stance on it. And my stance cannot possibly be harmful towards your stance, so I'm not in opposition. However, the energy that some of these people who believe in comments is giving off,
Oh man, you see this? I
in
see
our
why you got your
experiences
jaw rocked.
and the things that we got to fight against to make better. Let's unify in that. Let's unify. It's not gonna understand it, and I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at y'all for not understanding it. I personally don't like the separation shit.
Oh man, I don't want to hear all that, man.
You from New York? You know what I'm saying. Everybody in the chat that's from New York, you know what I'm saying. I used to hate that on social media they used a Timberland boot. They used a Timberland boot as like an identity icon for New York, right? I used to be so mad at that. Like, what the fucking Timberland? Dude? I mean, I get it, but then I realized there ain't really no other identity icons for any other state.
Thank you,
Like,
Iron
there's
Will.
not. Niggas
Thank
got
you, good
sandwiches
brother.
and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. So I guess that's what makes New York different. And I like that we're different. I like that we're different. And if you're
Yeah, I
from New
like.
York, you should like that you're different.
Yeah, I
We just
know.
got
I
a
know
different
what that
outlook on
different
shit.
mean. I know
So I
what the
don't
different mean.
understand the fake outrage about how a Puerto
Oh,
Rican kid from the Bronx who grew up on the same streets that birthed hip hop. Like, I don't understand the outrage on how he talks. A lot of us are products of our environment.
the question is, I tell you what, let's all of a sudden start, all black people, let's just start using the term spit. Let's just start throwing that shit around and see how they take it. Wet back and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know, they are my shit. And you know, it's easier for them to you know, to regurgitate you know, the things that we say because that's just who we is. We sweet like that. You feel me? We got a certain energy and vibe that, you know, people just want to be us, even though they hate the shit out of us. They still want to be us. I can't even play no more of this shit because he really didn't say a motherfucking thing. But I wanted to play the part where he talked about, you know, he liked white women. Yeah, I say, oh, yeah, but you ain't gonna, but listen to, but they ain't gonna talk. He ain't gonna talk about when that Cro-Magnon rocked his jaw.
Fuck. Either one of them is fine with me. We're gonna beat the living algebra out of you. I will. Don't dare me to, yeah.
Watch him still on. Boom. Damn. Woo, let's run that back, y'all.
Battle or a fight? What you people really trying to see? Cause I don't give a fuck. Either one of them is fine with me. We're gonna beat the living algebra out of you. I will. Don't dare me to, yeah.
Watch it. Damn. God damn. Oh man. Your shit that you ain't adding up, bro. Now he done rocked your ass. Now you singing we are the world. Now we are the world. Now you talking about all this divisiveness and shit. You need to go tell that man how divisive he was to crack your motherfucking jaw like that, man. And I don't know. I heard he was running his mouth and shit, you know. I heard he was running his mouth and the Cro-Magnon wasn't buying that shit. Man, he stole on, and I didn't even play the whole video, man. He beat the brakes off of it. He put feet on the man. He put hands and feet on the man. He was over him all the time. You know what I'm saying? He was, and I didn't play the whole video, but goddamn, he put in work on you, Mav. You see? You out there talking and you rapping and see, you rapping all this hard shit. Now you want to be, we should be, all together and this, that, and the third. No, nigga. You scared. You scared now. You can't stand up and you can't do what's right because you probably ain't never did what's right. And you sitting up here talking about divisiveness, and you got a grown 60-year-old man, and you gonna open up a goddamn video talking about he broke a nigga arm. Man, listen here. And he keep talking, and see, this is what I don't like. I'm gonna tell you what I don't like. You getting support, because obvious, you got a nice, you get a lot of subscribers. Obviously, they ain't all from New York, but then they supporting you, and when they don't like or they speak on something that you don't, you feel uncomfortable with, they they don't understand what New York is like, and don't, you shouldn't have no goddamn you shouldn't have an opinion about what go on here. You don't know. And so it's so easy, see, right there, for you to turn your motherfucking back on subscribers that may not be from New York. You see, you quick when motherfuckers ain't, a motherfucker ain't in agreement with what you believe in and shit, then you want to cut a motherfucker off. Oh, well, y'all don't know, and we do know. We know exactly what it is. And so, and regardless, you act like you the only city that got some, various races in it and shit. Come on, man, stop this shit. Yeah. I don't drag shit. I'm making sure I get it out right, unlike you. I'm making sure I'm clear about what the fuck I'm saying. And so if I slow down to make sure I get it right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be an insignificant motherfucker like you who sit out there and ride the comments, motherfucker. And I ain't talking to my peoples. You see, you's a troll motherfucker. So, I know what it is. You mad. That's what it is. You mad. And I'm doing this a freestyle. I didn't even sit back. Some people may analyze the situation beforehand. And I did. I listened, but, he had too much, where he didn't make no motherfucking points. You need to go on Hoffa and ask him to make motherfucking sense. Make sense of that. The reality is a lot of these motherfuckers, I'm gonna get on Sadat X Trap Jaw. We're gonna get on Trap Jaw Sadat X, another one. Behind the scenes, see y'all got these certain preferences. And then when so you got a reason to identify. And I could imagine, when a motherfucker could say something like that to you, he punking your ass because he know you ain't gonna say no shit. Like, they got words that you bet not say to them. Okay, try that shit. Go call if he could call you a nigga, then call him a spick. See how he respond to that. Call him a wetback and see how he respond to that. You know, this is a word that's not just, it has a historical, it has a historical significance that go beyond New York. New York don't own the word nigga, but see, because you got a certain preference and you getting your jaw rocked by these Cro-Magnon Neanderthals, you scared. You won't even speak up when it's your time to speak. You won't even speak up. And so the reality is, I'm gonna say this, and I'm clear about it. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You got the Italians. They got their own area. Little Italy. And you go over there and everything vibe just like, Italy, the language, the culture over there. They ain't sharing. It ain't no we are the world. When you go over there, that's what you gonna get. You gonna get little Italy. You got Chinatown. They got their little shit. It look just like China. They put their culture up over there. You feel me? And if you come over there, it's gonna be respect. Or you gonna get your ass up out of there. All these people in Detroit, they got Greek town. Everybody got their little area. And so, it's no blurring. See, when it comes to us, y'all want us to blur our culture in with everybody else's. This is our house. That's just simple as that. You see, and they saying that somehow we don't want, you can't go nowhere in the world and the native cultures of that land gonna allow you to come over there and blur they culture, blur it in with everything. And nobody in the world's gonna do that. So I want y'all to stop, because you're lying. What you're doing, you're deflecting. That's what you're doing. And you're trying to make it seem like that we're doing something nobody else in the world is doing. When y'all have Caribbean Day, y'all come out there, everybody had their flags or whatever. What flag we supposed to put up? See, y'all don't want us to have no flag. They say we putting up flag. Yeah, we should put up a flag. When y'all go out there, don't y'all got y'all motherfucking flag? Y'all represent where y'all come from. And some of you motherfuckers may have been born over here, but you represent the island where your mama and your daddy came from. That's what you do. Okay, so you still attached to that. See, so when we stand up and say, yeah, this is us, we doing the same thing, you have a problem with that. And so the thing which y'all have to understand is this. Our ancestors, and we talking about our direct ancestors, a direct lineage, okay, right here from day one. Their blood is in this soil. Okay, I just want you to understand that. Their blood. Now, whether you came over here and you identify with Africa and you identify with African people, and I'm all right with Africa. You see, I'm not one that don't, I love Africa, and I'm going to just say that. Okay? But that don't excuse the reality that each African people got their own culture, they got their own area of control, historical control, and that's theirs. That's their plot of land on this planet, and they defend it. I don't give a goddamn, even if it is Africa. Even in the islands, they, if they from Jamaica, they represent Jamaica, and they protect that. What the fuck is the problem? When the thing is, again, people are so used to us being open. You see, when you come over here, we really don't fuck with you unless you trying to move in on our shit, which we should. We can't go over to no other island and take over and shit. Where that's possible at? That ain't possible. Y'all not gonna let us do that. So we taking a stance in the difference between us and you, that you're an immigrant. You African, you're black. Some of you ain't even black. This nigga say he don't know what black is. I say, oh no. That Cro-Magnon Neanderthal knocked what little sense you had, he knocked that shit out of you. Okay, he don't know it. So you in an identity crisis. You're in an identity crisis is what it is. And the problem is that now that, you know, Black Americans are waking up and they're saying, you know what? You know, we're going to get ours. We're going to get our motherfucking respect. When you come over here, we can't go to nobody else's country and be disrespectful. We can't do that. We'd be a goddamn fool to go over to somebody else's culture and land and do what y'all trying to do to us. We cannot do that. They won't even allow it. They won't even allow it. You go over into one of them African countries and say we blending in and you know, no, when you gonna respect the dominant culture. You gonna respect the dominant culture, and at any point in time, you cannot respect the dominant culture in whatever country you in. They gonna get your ass up out of there. You gonna put yourself in harm's way because a lot of them just ain't going for that. They just not going for it, and that's a reality. Okay, and we hear all this shit on the internet about what people's, you know, is saying about Black Americans around the world. And I don't even want to cut into them. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of these, you know, got white Christ and shit. Still, at least a nigga in America try to put up a black Jesus somewhere. Y'all won't even do that. Okay, so I'm not gonna cut off into, you know, we know what the reality is. Okay, but what y'all have to understand clearly, that our ancestors' blood is in this soil. Okay, our ancestors' blood is in this soil, and that's very different. You feel me? It's very different than what the fuck, you know, y'all relationship to America. Okay, and so you're not gonna come over here and step over the graves of our ancestors. Direct lineage. I'm not talking about black. No, it's a distinct group of black people that built this country. Y'all just got over here. Okay, we've been here from day one. Okay, and we ain't got ours, and our ancestors' blood is in the soil. So when you come over here, you know, if you respect, we wouldn't even say nothing. That's the reality. But now y'all coming over here talking this bullshit that, you know, we should blur the lines, but y'all clearly identify with y'all own personal culture. It was obvious when Busta Rhymes said Jamaicans and Latinos, and you sitting up here talking about being harmonious. And this motherfucker in America talking about American culture, talking about Jamaicans and Latinos got the most influence. He didn't even mention Black Americans. He didn't even give us a shout out. He didn't even give us a motherfucker say they got the most influence, which is a goddamn lie. Okay, and I don't hear nobody saying anything about that divisiveness. So goddamn it, I see you, Mav Hoffa, and I see the shit you was talking while you rapping. Now you must be one of them saved niggas. You've been baptized and shit. Now you a new nigga. You one of them new niggas. Now you was a battle rapper. Now nigga, you singing "We Are the World." That's the reality of it. So we're not gonna let y'all get away with this. We're not gonna let y'all get away with this. We're gonna stay on you as we should. As we should. We should not, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm gonna say it again. A lot of our ancestors had, you know, they saw some indicating factors that something was about to go wrong. And they ignored it. Okay? They had some indicators that some shit was going wrong before a lot of our peoples was sold into slavery. We understand a lot of our people was already here too. We understand that. A lot of them was sold into slavery during the Atlantic slave trade, but they had indicators. And anytime somebody come into your house, you see, they come into your house and now they want to talk greasy and they want to act like they own some of the house, that they got, some stock in the house and shit. You see, that's an indicator. We can't ignore indicators no more. None of our people should be ignoring indicators that you will sell a motherfucker no different than a lot of them niggas sold our ancestors hundreds and hundreds of years ago. That same energy and frequency is still here. And energy never die. Energy never die. Okay? It's only transformed. And the energy of some of them niggas that sold our ancestors into slavery amongst us right now. Are we going to ignore the indicators? We going to do that? And they right there in our face, your ass going to be on the next boat. And this time you don't know where your motherfucking ass. You better wake up, family. You better wake up and see, the red flags that are right there in your motherfucking face. This is a fight, for our identity, and we're gonna win it. We're gonna win it. We're gonna win it. We just got to separate ourselves for a second. We got to separate ourselves and huddle. See, that's what we doing. Huddling. Getting in the huddle and working our plan as we should. If you come in peace and you come in love, we won't have this problem. You feel me? We wouldn't even be having these problems if you would come over here and respect the toil of our ancestors and what is owed to us in this nation. You respect that and you good. Don't respect that and you gonna have problems. I want everybody on this page right now to make sure that you subscribe. We just getting started tonight. Old mouth Hoffa, he don't even deserve because he weak. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be 1,000 with you. He's weak. He not even worth the time. I tried to listen to him and he come out better just not even coming up on and saying shit. You shouldn't even say shit. Talking about we being divisive, and you start a video off with this man talking about he breaking niggas' arms and shit. That's why you got your jaw rocked, Mav Hoffa. That's why you got your jaw rocked. Because you running off at your mouth and you don't know what the fuck you talking about. And you keep talking about ain't nobody gonna do, ain't nobody threatening y'all. Who threatened you? You see? Who threatened you? You I'm talking about ain't nobody, but you ain't say that to that Cro-Magnon when he rocked your goddamn jaw. Okay, that's who you should be talking about. Nobody threatened nobody. See, here you go, throwing out all this bogus information. Okay, but anyway, family, we're gonna be talking about Sadat X. He a scumbag. He didn't. I used to have respect for him until he opened up his mouth and said some of the shit that that man is weak. That man weak too, talking crazy. I thought I used to think that it was some consciousness in that nigga. Ain't no consciousness in Sadat X. He rapped just like all the rest of these confused ass niggas. I heard him freestyling, and we're gonna play it, and you gonna see that he just another confused nigga. And we gonna get on his head. So yeah, we Black family, appreciate y'all. We gonna be right back. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We got some links in the chat. Support the general. We out here on the front line cracking these busters every time they step out of line. This is General Sarasun Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily, liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.